Hi everyone, my name is Lela. You can find me at lelamikey.com. Welcome to my 12 Weeks of Christmas series. I think we are in week 9 and we're going through rotations of a card, a bag, a box, and something fun. And so today is the bag and I'm so excited about it. I've been talking about this and teasing about it. What we've got is kind of a swag bag. And what I'm going to do, and I've got a stack of designer series paper here, I'm just going to sit down and make up a bunch of them. We'll make one with you today to show you how to make it. But I've got a bunch of supplies here to make up a bunch of these for Christmas. And so it's a little swag bag. It's got a little pocket on the back and it's great for hot cocoa. And so let's go ahead and get started. If you have the kit, I actually gave you 2 packs of hot cocoa. I gave you 2 wooden spoons. I gave you some mints to get you kick-started. If you don't have the kit and you're wanting to use this for hot cocoa, I got Swiss Miss, just I think from Costco or something, just a large box store. I got a bunch of hot cocoa. I got these spoons. I'll make that available in the supply list. And then I got this mega pack of Starburst mints. Little tip for you, I learned that candy canes can come cracked, so that's why I got the little if you can get them at the store, great, but if you're ordering online, then I got the little mints instead, and they're super cute. And they go great. You pop them in your hot cocoa maybe. The other thing you're going to need, you are going to need our tear and tape, bone folder, some of your favorite adhesive, and then at least 1 sheet of designer series paper. I'm actually going to use an extra little piece, and I'll show you why. You're going to need a way to score. Of course, I love my Simply scoreboard, and honestly, for when I'm making a project like this, I really love my Simply scoreboard. If you go to my website at lelamikey.com, get on my email list, you're going to get the 12 Weeks of Christmas mailed to you every week. You get a free PDF where I give step-by-step instructions, photos, tips, supply list, etc. And some of the gotchas that I'm going to talk about today, I also cover in the PDF. So let's just go ahead and get started. We are going to, you know what, let's make the Santa Claus. I haven't made this guy yet. Let's make Santa. This is the Traditions of Saint Nick designer series paper. And this was with the hot cocoa. Oh my goodness, it's so sweet. But we'll make it with the Traditions of Saint Nick. And the steps are, you keep your designer series paper at 12 by 12, and we want it upright in order. We're gonna, directionality matters. We're going to keep it upright. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to score 3 1/4 inch on the left and the right side. And you guys, I cheat when I do that actually. So I do 3 1/4 on the left side. So I'm going to go ahead and give a nice score right there. And then when I want 3 1/4 on the other side, I actually just turn it over. It really doesn't matter. A score line is a score line. So now I've got 3 1/4 on the left and the right side. And then the next thing it says is we want, the pouch, we're going to score 3 3/4 inch up from the bottom. So what does that mean? Directionality matters. This is going to be the bottom. So I'm just going to do 1 score line at 3 3/4 inch. So that's it for my scoring right now. With the tool, we are going to have to use our hands though too. We're going to do a diagonal fold. So now I'm coming in and I'm really making sure to burnish everywhere. So I'm going to give a good burnish on the left and the right side, and on the bottom. I like to, you guys know me, I burnish really, really solidly everywhere. So I'm going ahead to do that right now. This comes together really quickly, and like I told you, this is my afternoon. I'm going to make a bunch of them, and probably not going to be a surprise to my family who watches me that they're going to get one, but that's okay. They don't know which pattern I'm going to pick. So super fun. All right, so I've scored everywhere. Let me just score this final score right here. There we go. All righty. So I want this to be my front. And here's where I'm going to show you where it matters. Ultimately, I'm going to turn this guy up. And when I turn him up, he's going to be upside down. So because I want Santa, I am going to take an extra little piece of designer series paper and cut and cover that right there, so we're not looking at upside down Santa. So, but first we need to get our things folded and, you know, get the tie, get the collar made, if you will, and get some things adhered. And this, I'm going to show you some gotchas right now. So, so the next step that we're going to do, and I'm making sure to follow along with the instructions, is the next step is create a collar. And the way that we create a collar, we're just going to do it our own selves manually. And I'm basically folding it over like that. And the only thing to watch out for with this is like that upper corner. You just kind of want to, you don't want to force it is all I want to say. So I'm going to give it a little extra loving care up there. So, and then I'm lining this up so that it's just lined up there. I'm going to come in and burnish first with my fingers, and then I'm going to really come in and burnish with my bone folder, and then I'm going to come over and do the same thing on the right side. And to get that corner to behave, I'm kind of coaxing it, I guess. So I'm kind of rolling it a little bit, kind of setting it up just right. Now I'm making sure I've got everything lined up on that side and give it a manual kind of fold, and then I'm coming in with a good burnish. Now here's what we want to do. We want this to be a pocket. So like, pretend there's like a person in there, right? Pretend it's you getting dressed. You don't want to have the button attached to the back of your spine, right? So we want to make sure that we get these two things adhered to each other, but we're not going to adhere them to the back. And so to do that, there's a couple things we can do. And I show you the pictures very specifically. So I'm going to follow with the picture. Oh, good. And it's red too. So the first one is I go along the left side of the shirt, if you will, underneath the collar all the way to the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I'm just going to give a good check because I sat down. So I want to make sure I'm in view of the camera. All right, I'm actually tearing off a big piece. That's tear and tape, that's what it is. So I'm tearing off a big piece, and I'm gonna put it right along the edge right there. I don't want the collar to be adhered because the collar needs to participate freely. So let me just get it lined up. It's a little far away from me, so give me a moment's grace to do this. There we go. And I'm being careful, kind of careful, not to get it attached to the bottom until I want it attached to the bottom. So I'm going all along right there. And then it is tear and tape, so if you can get a good tear, great. And if you can't, then you can come in with your snips. But I'm going to just go ahead, get that lined up right there. So now I'm going to also put my adhesive on the other side. And you can't see, but I'm not like, this is going to attach to this. And this is going to attach to this. So let me show you what I mean by that visually. So I'm going to start my tear and tape here underneath the collar. I know you can't see it very well. I'll come up and show you. Then I'm going to pull it all along, making sure that I'm just inside, like pretending it's where the buttonholes would be, right? So I'm not getting it on the inside at all. It's okay to go all the way to the bottom of the flap, by the way. So I'm just gonna tear that. Great, so let me bring that up so you can see that. I've got it from the bottom of the collar down on the inside. I've got it from the bottom of the collar down on the outside. And then I'm going to adhere them together. So I'm going to give a good burnish on both of those so that they're going to adhere well. I'm going to lift it. If you can't lift it with your fingernail, you can lift it pretty easily with your take your pick tool. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side. I'm going to lift over here, being careful not to take the tear and tape off. And I'm going to fold them over, bring them together, give a good press. And now you can see they're attached to each other nicely, but they're not attached to the back. Now, if you happen to make a mistake and attach them to the back, really nobody's going to see the inside anyway, so you can salvage the piece of paper if you will. So now I want to come in. This part is a little bumpier and I want to make it a little smoother, so I'm going to come in and just really burnish really well down here, because this is where I'm going to put my pocket together, and I just want it to be smooth. It's not going to line up exactly perfectly, but we're going to put little things in there anyway, so that's okay. So let's go ahead like that. And then our next steps are, we're going to put some adhesive here and here to go ahead and seal up the pocket. Now, I have some experience and I have a thought. My experience is I keep moving these packages. My samples have gotten a lot of wear and tear over these 12 weeks. So I'll show you in a minute, but let me finish with the taping. I'm putting the tape for this. It also really matters that I'm just near the edge. I mean, you can see I missed a little bit, that's fine, but you want a pocket large enough that you're going to be able to put things in. So now I'm going to come over here, and if I could have a contiguous piece of tape, that'd be great. But I actually have a couple little pieces, and I'm just going to use my couple little pieces. Doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish that really well. Burnish that really well. Now I'm going to lift it. Okay, this is the part that I want to tell you about. So when you first do this, it stays pretty well. And actually, I think I'm going to additionally supplement. Tear and tape and liquid glue work pretty well together. So I'm going to additionally supplement the tear and tape with some liquid glue to really fortify it. I didn't put too much, and I did go, I'm particularly concerned about this very top where it attaches, but let's go ahead and get our edges lined up, and give a firm press so that our adhesive can adhere. So let's go ahead and give that a really good press, and then I'm going to come in with this. Look how cute this is. I know he's upside down. We can fix him. Oh, I love this Santa one. I love it. Look how cute. So what I was experiencing was these corners come up. So I'm thinking I might do something additional to fortify those corners. So we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, I've got that there. Now I'm going to take another piece of paper, and I didn't think to bring another identical one with red. Do I have it right handy? Let's see if I have it right handy. Yes, I do. Perfect. Okay. Let's get another Santa for the front and for the back. So we're going to put him off to the side. Because I used some glue, he's drying a little bit and a little bit of it eked out. So you're going to want to erase that, and you're going to want to get it off. But the fact that it's a good adhesion is great news. So now we're going to cut the additional pieces. The pocket for the back, is going to be 3.5 by 6.5, and I want the pocket on the back to be red. So I'm gonna do 3.5 by 6.5. So our trimmer opens nicely for that. So that's gonna go on the back. And then for the front, oh good, I got Santa right up top. 5 by 3.5. So the width is 5, and the so I'm gonna do 3.5 here first. He's 3.5 tall, and he's 5 wide. Oh my gosh, I got both Santas. That's perfect. All right, so you'll see that in the PDF, and I'll show you that right here too, just so you can take a little peek. Optional designer series paper front layer, 5 by 3.5. Pouch for the back, 3.5 by 6.5. And then we're scoring the pouch on the back 1/2 inch. And so we'll do that right now. So this guy, we're gonna overlay like that. Perfect. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. All right, but we're gonna score this 1/2 inch all the way around. 3 of the sides all the way around, so that we can have another nice little pocket. And you guys, the same thing. I'm gonna go 1/2 inch there, and then I'm gonna go 1/2 inch there, and I'm gonna go 1/2 inch there. When I know I want a similar border all the way around, I just keep moving it so that I do the border on that side. But I could very easily have calculated and said, oh, 6.5 minus 1/2 inch is 6. So I could have done that too. All right, so now I'm gonna put our little pouch on the back. We're gonna have a little red pouch on the back, and I'm gonna cut out my little corner. Nobody's gonna be able to see it anyway, but it's just gonna get it cut out so we can make a nice little pocket back there. Perfect. So this then is going to be the pouch on the back. So let's go ahead and get our tear and tape all around here. Got this guy. I have only put hot chocolate in these, but you guys, oh no. That is not true. For Christmas so far, for all my samples that I'm making, I've only put hot chocolate in it. But you know where we first used these. And by the way, I will give credit in the PDF. Let me see if I have the woman's name already documented. Thank you, Stampin' with Diane, for this wag bag template. So, so last year I discovered this template, and I had my first annual retreat in Oklahoma. We're going to have our second annual retreat in Oklahoma in July, and I sure hope you can come. It's an amazing bed and breakfast. Amazing time, great group of stampers, super fun. But I gave everyone a swag bag as part of their registration. So it was filled with, oh gosh, what did we put in it? I put some, I put some swag, I put some twine, and I don't know what else was in there. Pretzels, I think, because it was kind of a pretzel theme, and lemon drops because it was summertime, and I think gems. I don't remember everything, but oh my gosh, it fit a lot of stuff. I think it'll fit gems perfectly. All right, so I've got these all taped, and I've got the little squares cut out, and now it's just going to be a matter of let me attach it to the back. So I'm going to attach it here first, and I want to make sure. Let's do it like this. Okay, that made more sense. So I made it a little pocket, and now I'm going to line it up. And it's super, super sticky, so that's great. I'm going to line it up right here. I'm lining it along the bottom, lining it along the edges. So I've got that guy first, So I'll give that a good press because I know it's on right. And then I'll press this guy next because I know it's lined up right. And then it's basic math. If the two sides are lined up right, then the third side will be lined up right. So there we go. And just checking to make sure I'm still in camera. Yes, I am. I keep hopping up and hopping down. Oh my gosh, look how sweet that is. You can put a little card in there. You can put a little note. You could put a little pack of gems. You actually, if you didn't want to, if you wanted to put something in the front, you could put your little hot cocoa in the back. All right, so there's that guy. Now we're going to get this guy on. I could pick either side, but I really want Santa to show. And now that I see Santa showing there, I'm going to be super mindful about how I decorate the front because I kind of like that he's front and foremost right there. So, so this one, I'm actually going to use glue. You could use your double-sided tape. Because it's more than just getting the edges. We want it down on the whole thing. I'm going to kind of center it right there. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've been cutting up these Santas as tags. So that's really been kind of what's been going on with Santa. So I haven't yet used him for a bag, but I had a couple pieces saved off to the side so that I was going to actually make one of those large bags. I don't know if I have enough now, but look, we're making a small bag. I love Santa. You guys, that is it. Our little pouch is done. And now we've got a pocket right here. 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 So let's start to get it populated. I'm liking the idea of 2 bags of hot chocolate. And so, like if you buy the box at 50 or whatever, you're going to have a lot of hot chocolate. So you could do that. So I'm liking the idea of hot chocolate right there. Oh, and actually, this was the idea I wanted to tell you about. I want to further bolster this corner right here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a hole punch and I'm going to further bolster that corner, and it's going to work out because I'm not going to get in the way of the pocket back there. So let's remember to do that. But I've got my hot chocolate right there, and then I've got these spoons are so adorable. And for those of you who, this is just a sample, I'm probably not giving it to anyone because I've got my hands all over it, but for those of you, when I packaged up, I was very food safe and very aware, so used gloves and I put it in a food safe container, so, and I wash my hands, and I just want you to know that that's true when I do my gifts and when I do my packaging. I'm very, very, very careful about it. So here I've got hands everywhere, but you might want to, I mean, for sure I just washed my hands, but you want to make sure that your hands are washed, maybe use some gloves or something if you're going to be handling it. So, so especially like if you're going to sell these, right? So if it's family, then do what you would normally do for food with family. So, all right, I think I'm going to put the bow on the right now because I really want Santa to show. So we're just, now's the decorating part. And since I haven't done this yet, I don't know, but all right. So I'm just gonna, and this is the, I'm making sure to use the ribbon that you get in the kit. So this is the ribbon that you would get with the Traditions of St. Nick, but any ribbon would look so cute. And then now I want to put this on and I want to use some twine. You did not get twine in your kit. I kind of think that twine is just one of those staples that everybody's going to have in their room, but in their craft room. But honestly, if you didn't have twine, you could take your ribbon. Let's just do that now anyway. You could take your ribbon and you could wrap it around your little spoon. And so you could affix it that way. So cute. So I could just do a double knot right there. Like now this is just your personality and you bringing it to life. So you could put it on that way. How else did I do it? Let's see. Oh, you know what? That is the way I did it. So, all right. That's how I did it. Just seems super efficient. And then I'll get my little snip. But for some added decoration, I've got twine kind of wrapped around it. Looks kind of cute. So I'm going to put some twine on it and just wrap that around right here. Super cute. I'm just going to put like a bow. And then, I mean, you could leave Santa just like that because he's so sweet, or we could go into our tag box. So we're going to do that. And you could, I'll show you just a couple other things you could do. So let's get this knot tied. I'll have some close-ups of how I did the other ones. I think I just did it whatever I felt like in that moment. So get this tied. May not have made it long enough. Darn you. Darn you, twine. Okay. Darn you, fingers is really the truth. I was out doing the lawn. I've been decorating for Christmas. I've been getting the lawn, the leaves all picked up. Super holiday festive around here. So, okay. All right, so that's just a little bit of twine. If you've got white twine, that looks really cute. So you can play with that just for some texture and for some fun. So then the other thing, and I'll show you the other ones. So this guy, I had it on the left. And same thing, I tied it inside of the ribbon. And then I wrapped the twine around the ribbon. So really, you can just do it any which way. That's that guy. And then this guy, yeah, same thing. Okay, I'm consistent. I tied the bow on, I tied it, it actually came undone, but I tied the ribbon around it, tied the bow, and then I used the twine on the little tags. So I guess that's how I'm going to recommend it. And here I've got it off to the left, and then I've got the spoon kind of pointing inward. Then for the candies, I'm using our transparent envelopes and just our little candies. Kind of putting just a little handful in there. And I kind of just got them flat. I think I put like 5. You get in the kit, you get a total of 10. So I gave you 2 spoons, 2 packets, 10 mints, I'm pretty sure. So you could probably get 2 little packets out of it. So what I did was I took time to get it kind of flat so that it'll fit nice in the pocket. And then I just folded it over. So, let's see. Yeah, I folded it over like that. Got the air out. I kind of taped the background, the back side of it. It'll be pretty easy for them to open it. And then I just kind of tried to get the mints towards the top so that when you pop them in, they're just kind of peeking out a little bit. Super cute like that. So you can arrange them so that they're up a little bit more. Did I do it that way better? Yeah, well, you can play with it. So the idea was like kind of 3 go across at the top and they just kind of peek out. So that was that guy. And then what else? If I wanted to, I could put a little tag. So I could go into my tag box and take a look. What tags do I have? I've got a Santa hat. That's perfect. I've got another Santa hat with this kind of little fun fold that we made. I've got a Santa stocking. That's kind of cute. So let's see. In this box, that's all I have. I've been making lots of little boxes. So do I even feel like putting that here, right? So how do I want to like, I don't want to miss out on Santa. So do I want to like tuck it in right there? I think I do. I really don't want to miss out on Santa's little face. And if I was being a little more intentional, maybe I would have had it so Santa was even a little bit further over. But I think I'll just kind of pop that right there. Super cute. I'm going to do that with a little dimensional right now for kind of the ease of time. And then we will take, and I'll make sure to get this in the PDF. I want to buttress those two little corners because with a lot of like carrying them around, yeah, I've just got like a little dimensional right there. I could take another little piece of twine. I could write somebody's name right there. So just super cute. I could put another little like hat right there. So you can just have so much fun with it. The gingerbread, the hot cocoa sheet, you can take another sheet and cut out these little glasses and these little candy canes and these little gingerbreads and little orange, and you can just kind of line those up. So, you can just really have some fun decorating the front there. Here, I've got little his and her gingies. I think those are super cute too. And then just added some gems and the little bow ties. So those are super cute. And then what do we put in the back? The one thing that I put in the back of this guy was I put their Christmas card with some tags on it. So how cute is that? I colored that. Love. And this stamp set, by the way, is on sale. This paper's going away. These dies are on sale. So many deals going on right now. And I do have kits available, by the way, with all these ingredients if you want. But yeah, I just thought that was a super cute card. And you can see matchy, right? This is the, these are the colors, and these are all the papers that come with the traditions of Saint Nick. You could take a Santa tag. I don't have a Santa tag free right now, but how cute would it be if you took a Santa tag and put that right there? It would be, oh my gosh, then you don't even have to worry about covering up Santa. So, and that comes in the kit too. So that's that guy. Let's just take the corner and buttress it a little bit, and let me show you what I'm thinking about that. So I'm gonna go get a hole punch. I'm gonna step away for a second. Thought of it after the fact, but I really think it's gonna be a good idea. So, and let's try it actually on one where it's kind of coming loose. So you can see it's kind of coming loose on these guys. And here's a better way that I wrapped those actually. So that's a better example. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and then I kind of sealed it behind. So that was a better way to like tuck it in and have them peeking out. So that's a good idea. So now I hope my hole punch goes all the way through. Used to use my crocodile, but that has met with demise. So, all right, I've got a little hole there. Got a little hole there, and I'm feeling behind so that I'm making sure that I'm not punching the pocket that's behind, because there's a pocket back there, right? So, and then I think for strength, and it's gonna be, I may have to do it with twine because it's a really tiny hole, or I may need to get another hole punch. But here's a tip. If you need to get a really tiny piece of ribbon through a really tiny hole, no, that's ridiculous. I don't think it's gonna do it. Darn it, I missed my crocodile already, but let's see, maybe. It's a tiny hole. So can I cram it through? With enough determination and sitting here, I could, but do you guys really want to watch that? So, darn you. Well, I do have a bigger hole punch. Let me go get it. Sorry. All right, that's ridiculous. Okay, that's a good one. This is a much better size for this activity. Again, I'm going to do it from this side because I don't want to get over the... Okay, that might be a little big, but we'll try. And... All right. No, that's ridiculous. Anyway, if you have a crocodile, that's the perfect thing. My sad little crocodile has met with demise. So if you've got a teeny tiny hole punch, it's not going to work. It's kind of like Goldilocks. You want a size that's just right. But anyway, we're going to just finish this out since we're doing it. So, or I could have done twine too. That might have been a good idea. And honestly, maybe it's not too bad once I've got it all. So that could be, I mean, you guys know me, I love my bows, and that could kind of further fortress and buttress the corners. So I think that's kind of a fun little addition right there. It's a little large, but you can kind of cover it up with the bow itself. So you do you, you decide. I'll put that in the PDF though. But yeah, so you guys, there you go. There is your fun little swag bag. I hope you have fun with it. I know I'm going to sit here and just bust out a bunch of them for my loved ones. So Merry Christmas and thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.